International Women's Day is a day for honoring the accomplishments of women the world over. In the year 2007, in Bangkok, Thailand, at the United Nations Conference Center, the Outstanding Women in Buddhism Awards were celebrated. The following is a list and biography of the women award recipients on that day. I am Bhikkhuni Dr. Lee of the United States of America, and I am very proud to present these biographies for you. Bhikkhuni Jinding of Taiwan. Bhikkhuni Jinding was born in 1943 in Kaohsiung, Taiwan. In 1963, she became a Samani, and in the same year, she became a Bhikkhuni at Taipei Lin Chin Monastery. Following in the compassionate footsteps of the Buddha, in 1973, Bhikkhuni Jinding began offering life education activities to the community. For decades, she has promoted the Buddha Dhamma locally and internationally, with particular emphasis on television and media. Bhikkhuni Jinding has founded the Tathagata Choir in 1998, offering music to enlighten our hearts. Dhamma through drama, using drama and local talent to bring the message of doing good deeds to people. Buddha within the family, establishing right values of self-respect and respect towards others in one's family. Moral education camps for youth, teaching undergraduate college students filial piety and social responsibility. Social environmental education, cultivating compassion, nature education, and social harmony amongst those entering the monastery. And education through the use of technology, using broadcasting technology to bring Dhamma into family settings. Bhikkhuni Jinding established Jin Luan College for Buddhist education, training monastics. She also established Life Enlightening Education for training people in religious education support, training the trainers. She established the layperson's Buddhist study class and volunteer study class for cultivating right values towards life and country. And she has promoted the realization of life education, connecting with local governmental bodies to establish the life education syllabus and teaching series for social and moral education. Bhikkhuni Jinding believes in focusing on cooperative strength to help everyone. Thus, she holds the distinguished position of Honorary President of Taiwan's Bhikkhuni Association, whose objectives are to encourage harmony within the monastic circle, promote proper Buddhist doctrine, support the Triple Gems, and strengthen Buddhism's philanthropic nature, foster cultural and educational activities to develop the human heart and help care for society. Bhikkhuni Jinding was the abbot of Bai Ma Monastery in Taipei, Taiwan, and is presently the abbess of Yun Chao Monastery and Di Yuan Monastery. And other most praiseworthy posts are being a member of the board of directors of Hua Fan University and a Hua Dao Ji Yuan Chi Fan lecturer. A bodhisattva indeed. Bhikkhuni Tzu Chang of Taiwan. Born in 1931, she was the second child of Li Chu Ho, who invited Bhikshu Xin Yun to reside at Li Yin Temple, Temple of the Sound of Thunder, in Yilan, northeastern Taiwan. In 1965, she was tonsured by the Most Venerable Bhikshu Xin Yun, along with others. She became his first female disciple and was fully ordained at Fa Yun Temple, Dharma Cloud Temple, in Miao Li, Taiwan. In her family, she was the first to be tonsured by the Most Venerable Bhikshu Xin Yun. Her nephews, now Bhikshus Hui Lung and Hui Chuan, and her father, now Bhikshu Hui Ho, were to follow one by one and be ordained by the Most Venerable Bhikshu Xin Yun. Over the years, she has been a good example of someone who respects the Most Venerable Bhikshu Master Xin Yun, and she is compassionate to her Dharma sisters, and brothers at Fo Quan Shan. After graduating from Bukyo University in Japan, she returned to Taiwan and assumed many important tasks. Then, the Most Venerable Bhikshu Shin-yun advised her to build Si Lai Temple in Los Angeles, California, USA. It took her 10 years to build the biggest temple, the biggest Buddhist temple in the Western Hemisphere. Although she experienced many difficulties, she was not discouraged at all. Si Lai Temple finally came to completion in 1988. An international full ordination ceremony and a general conference of the World Fellowship of Buddhists were both organized there. It was the first time that Fo Quan Shan organized large-scale international activities in the Western Hemisphere. What was also significant is that it was the first general conference of the World Fellowship of Buddhists to ever be held in the USA. After the completion of Si Lai Temple, Bhikshuni Tsu Chuang shouldered the responsibility of establishing branch temples in the USA, in Hawaii, Guam, San Francisco, San Diego, Los Angeles, Orlando, Austin, Dallas, New York, and in Canada, in Toronto and Vancouver, and in Europe, in Paris, in London, Berlin, and Switzerland, and in Asia, in Hong Kong, the Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Japan, and others. With the establishment of these branch temples, a series of Dhamma talks and activities were organized on a regular basis. All branches have a good relationship with their local community and always offer a helping hand to people. Thus, many people have benefited from the spread of humanistic Buddhism advocated by the Most Venerable Bhikshu Shin-yun. Bhikshuni Tsu Chang proved to be the most important pioneer in realizing her master's ideals. As an outstanding Buddhist nun, she has helped her teacher to let the Buddha's light shine throughout the universe and let the Dhamma water flow throughout the world. Bhikkhuni Sudarshana of Sri Lanka and the United States of America. Bhikkhuni Sudarshana dedicates her life to the Buddha Dhamma. Born in 1968, ordained as a bhikkhuni as a nun in 1985, and then as a bhikkhuni in 1997, she holds the honor of having been in the first group of bhikkhunis ordained in Sri Lanka. Educated at Peradeniya University in Kandy, and then at Colombo University, she received her bachelor's degree and diploma in education, respectively, and set out as a high school teacher for 12 years. Bhikkhuni Sudarshana loves learning and continued for a Master of Arts degree at the Buddhist in Pali University and a Master of Education at Colombo University. Bhikkhuni Sudarshana intends to further her education to the PhD level. Bhikkhuni Sudarshana has promoted the status of women in Buddhism by organizing 3 international higher ordination ceremonies in Taiwan in 2001, Sri Lanka in 2002, and in Sri Lanka in 2003. She also published a book entitled Bhikkhuni Patimok and Vinaya Karma in 2001. Bhikkhuni Sudarshana has traveled widely to Taiwan, Korea, Thailand, India, Cambodia, New Zealand, and the USA. She resided in India for 2 years at the Mahabodhi Society in Saranath. Since the year 2003, she has resided in the USA and is now the abbess of the Samadhi Meditation Center of Pinellas Park, Florida, USA. Bhikshuni Jampa Sedrun of Germany. In 1959, Carola Roloff was born in Holzminden, Germany. At the age of 21, she journeyed to Dharamsala, India, to engage in Vajrayana Buddhist studies. At the age of 22, she became a novice, a samani, at the Vajrayana Buddhist Meditation Center in Hamburg, Germany. She engaged in studies of Buddhist debate with Geshe Thubten Nga Wang in Hamburg, Germany. At the age of 26, she received her bhikshuni ordination at Miao Tung Monastery in Kaohsiung, Taiwan. Thereafter, she was known as Bhikshuni Jampa Sedron. By the age of 33, she published a brief survey of the Vinaya in Hamburg in 1992. Her scholarly and phenomenological expertise span language and cultural studies of Old and Medieval India and the Chinese region formerly known as Tibet, all focusing on Buddhism. Bhikshuni Jampa Sedron has managed and been a board member of many illustrious projects and committees such as the Vajrayana Buddhist Meditation Center of Hamburg, Germany, the German Buddhist Union, the Buddhist Religious Community of Germany, Sakyadhita International Buddhist Women's Organization, to mention a few. Her wisdom and compassion have shed light in many a university, including the University of Hamburg, which in 2003 honored her with the title of Magistra Artium. At present, Bhikshuni Jampa Sedron is pursuing her doctoral studies at the same educational institution. She has worked to protect the rights of the oppressed and to understand the hearts of many in order to create a culture of peace and understanding. Bhikshuni Changheng. Bhikshuni Changheng, a blessing to the Buddha, exemplifies a life well spent in devotion to the Triple Gems and humanity at large. At the age of 18, she ordained as a bhikshuni in 1978 in Taiwan and went on to accept the responsibility of being the abbess of Saw Sang Lum Temple at the age of 19. Her creative vision has been directed towards 4 missions: medicine, charitable work, culture, and education. Bhikshuni Changheng founded and is the president of Saw Sang Lum Hemodialysis Center, which is authorized by the Minister of Works of Malaysia and a recipient of ISO 9001-2000 status, the first NGO in Malaysia to receive this status. Saw Sang Lum Stroke Center, the first NGO officially recognized and awarded certification by the Social Security Office Organization of Malaysia, and Saw Sang Lum Dialysis and Stroke Rehabilitation Center. She is also the founder of the Saw Sang Lum Mobile Clinic. Bhikshuni Changheng registered her organization under the Social Organizations Act of Malaysia and went on to establish the Dragon Riding Bodhisattva Quan Shi Yin Charitable Fund to assist the poor and the needy. Subsequently, she received the Outstanding Youth Malaysia Award for Humanitarian and Volunteer Social Services from the Malaysian Chamber of Commerce in 2001. Bhikshuni Changheng of Malaysia has worked to enhance cultural understanding and education in her community via renovation of Saw Sang Lum Temple, receipt of sacred art and statues from the Sangharaja of Thailand, housing the largest reclining jade Buddha statue in Malaysia, establishing Saw Sang Lum's multi-purpose exhibition hall, establishing a Dharma Sunday school, junior education enrichment classes, and the Saw Sang Lum quarterly newsletter. She also established the Saw Sang Lum Computer Lab and Library, and established the Saw Sang Lum Herbal Tea House to serve the public tea and health education. Bhikshuni Changheng distributed loving charity cards to fundraise for hemodialysis patients and loving cards of appreciation and respect for seniors. She has also coordinated and organized international conferences and was the president of the organizing committee of the 9th Sakadita International Conference on Buddhist Women in 2006. Bhikshuni Cheng Heng serves as a beacon of hope for Buddhist women in Southeast Asia. Bhikshuni Xiao Ziun of Taiwan. Bhikshuni Xiao Ziun, also known as Xiao Ziun Fa Shi by people in Taiwan, is among the monastic group of bhikshunis adhering to rigorous moral conduct, sila, and monastic rules, vinaya. Oftentimes she is referred to as Da Shi Fu, which means great master. Bhikshuni Xiao Ziun has been the abbess of Jin Shanxi Temple in Jiufen, Taiwan since 1976. Her temple nestles in a hillside and overlooks the sea. At the age of 20 in 1963, she became a bhikshuni, and now still appears young and healthy, even though in her 60s. Bhikshuni Xiao Ziun grew up with vigorous and rigorous Sangha studies, practices of moral conduct, sila, and the monastic rules, vinaya, and is a well-known bhikshuni in this regard. In 1979, she began turning the wheel by establishing religious estates and engaging lay people to profess Buddhism. She arranges 8 precept ceremonies for lay devotees on Upasat days and encourages the laity to undergo training and receive bodhisattva vows. Bhikshuni Xiao Ziun is an expert in the training and ordination of female novices and bhikshunis in Taiwan and abroad. Most importantly, she has taught and guided many new bhikshunis. She encourages and initiates bhikshunis in Taiwan to be vigorous, mindful of their moral conduct, sila, and to live by monastic rules, vinaya. She also manages a retreat during the Buddhist Rains retreat period and has organized ordination ceremonies by 2 Sangha parties in Taiwan. Her teachings have encouraged the growth of the Bhikkhuni Sangha in Cambodia, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Indonesia. Each year, Bhikshuni Xiao Ziun initiates ordination ceremonies throughout Taiwan, serving the role of either the president of the Bhikkhuni Sangha or as a preceptor. Bhikkhuni Santini was born in West Java, Indonesia in 1965. She participated in interfaith dialogues on several occasions in Indonesia, and has participated in inter-sectarian Buddhist dialogues via Sakyadhita and the International Network of Engaged Buddhists. Bhikkhuni Santini is a peacemaker and a pioneer, having founded Perbiktim and the Kusalayani Foundation, and created Dhamma publications, Kusalayani Quarterly, magazine for adults, Kalayani Quarterly, magazine for teens, and Mita magazine for children, as well as books on Dhamma and meditation. She received her higher ordination at Fo Quan Shan Monastery in 2000 and engaged in retreats at the Bhawana Society, West Virginia, USA, and at Song Tam Kalyani Temple, Nakhon Pathom, Thailand. Bhikkhuni Santini organizes quarterly meditation retreats open to the public, and layperson 8 precept retreats as well. She has offered Dhamma talks abroad as well as throughout Indonesia. During the tsunami which impacted Indonesia, Bhikshuni Santini served her country person selflessly. Bhikshuni Santini is a brave and pioneering daughter of the Buddha. Bhikkhuni Tamananda of Vietnam. She writes, I was born on March 26, 1970, in Ha Tinh Province, Vietnam. My family name is Pham Thi Minh Ho. I came from a non-religious background, being the 6th daughter in a family of 10 children. After the Vietnamese War, there were times of difficulty for the whole nation, especially in the poor areas like my birthplace. Being a sensitive child, I was soon aware of many unpleasant things around me, caused by poverty and ignorance. That situation made me a thoughtful girl, unusual for my age. Women and children in some families were treated badly, Even my older sisters and my cousins were among the victims. I prayed and cried a lot without an answer from God. One night, after I was crying and praying for hours without help, I vowed to myself that when I grew up, I would be a fairy godmother to suffering children. At the age of 13, I started to question my own existence, the human predicament around me, and the existence of God. Nobody gave me a satisfactory answer. My quest for knowledge made me sacrifice everything else for books. I read a lot. However, the more I read, the more I felt confused. Although I lived in difficult conditions, I did very well at school, and that earned me respect and affection among my classmates, and the trust and respect from my parents and teachers. My parents, elder sister, and elder brother tried their best to give me a good education. I always feel grateful to them. In 1987, I completed high school and then entered an educational college in Nha Trang, a small city 1,000 kilometers away from my home. There I got to know about Buddhism and was inspired to be a Buddhist nun, with the idea that as a nun I could help other women and children, much better than as an ordinary teacher. In 1994, my dream was realized, and I was ordained as a novice in a Buddhist nunnery with the consent of my parents. There I taught 5 orphans and helped many abandoned old women with the guidance of my bhikkhuni teacher and the help of some Buddhists in the area in Vinh City, Vietnam. In 1997, I left Vinh City for Ho Chi Minh City in order to join a Buddhist college. In Ho Chi Minh City, I learned Buddhist philosophy with Bhikkhu Vien Minh, and I learned Pali and Buddhist meditation with Bhikkhu Dhammarakita, who had spent over 20 years in Thailand as a student of Ajahn Net. In December 1998, I was sent to Myanmar to join the International Theravada Buddhist Missionary University in Yangon. I got a diploma and a degree in Buddha Dhamma at this university. In Myanmar, we had many very good opportunities to learn and practice samatha and vipassana meditation with experienced meditation masters. In February 2003, I came to Sri Lanka to join the Master of Arts course in the Postgraduate Institute of Pali and Buddhist Studies at the University of Kalayania. I passed the final examination with distinctions, and I received a scholarship for my Master of Philosophy course at the same time. At the moment, I am a PhD candidate at the same university. It was during the years that I was a research student that a massive disaster hit Sri Lanka, known as the Tsunami of December 26, 2004. Moved by the suffering of many thousands of people, I participated in tsunami relief with financial aid from the Vietnamese American Sangha. We built houses for displaced families and built schools for children in tsunami-affected areas. May all beings be free of suffering. May all grief-stricken beings be happy and free of grief. May all fearful beings be free of fear. May all beings be well and happy. Bhikshuni Chan Lien Niem of Thailand. Bhikshuni Chan Lin Niem traveled to Laos as the coordinator of the American Friends Service Committee, working on issues of rural development with ethnic minorities, women and children, and then served as a UNICEF consultant to the Laotian government and local villagers, creating programs for early childhood and family development. Bhikshuni Chan Lin Niem, in English, Sister True Adornment with Spirituality, entered monastic life with the Mahayana Zen master, Bhikshu Thich Nhat Hanh, in Plum Village, France, and received full ordination and transmission of the lamp of wisdom as a Dhamma teacher. She led retreats and/or traveled with her teacher in France, Switzerland, the US, Germany, Italy, Thailand, Laos, the UK, Holland, Vietnam, and Malaysia. In Thailand, she is known as Bhikshuni Niramisa, and in 2002 she led the first retreat by a bhikkhuni of this lineage in Thailand. She has traveled throughout Thailand teaching Dhamma and has been published in the Bangkok Post, Sarakadi Magazine, Matishon, Grungtep Turkit, The Nation, Komchat Luk, Dichan Women's Magazine, and on Radio FM 96.5. She teaches that Theravada and Mahayana Buddhism are two wings of one bird. Bhikshuni Chan Lin Nyim is respected and beloved by all because she teaches love and gentleness. Her Majesty, Queen Mother Ashi Serin Yandong Wangchuk of the Kingdom of Bhutan. Her Majesty, the Queen Mother Ashi Shering Yangdong Wangchuk, was born in Punakha, Bhutan in 1959 and was educated in Bhutan and India. Her Majesty is the mother of His Majesty King Jigme Kheshar Namgyel Wangchuk, the fifth King of Bhutan. Her Royal Highness Princess Dechen Yangzom Wangchuk and His Royal Highness Prince Jigme Dorje Wangchuk. Since Her Majesty's royal wedding to the fourth King of Bhutan, she has been committed to serving the people and graciously performing her royal duties. Her Majesty is the embodiment of spirituality and compassion, tirelessly devoting herself to the preservation and enrichment of Buddhist values and traditions. In 1995, Her Majesty founded the Bangchung Karmo Society for the advancements of nuns and social service. The society came into being after successfully supporting the renovation of Bhutan's oldest nunnery in Punakha, constructed in the 18th century, which until today is a renowned seat of learning for Buddhist women practitioners. The society works to improve the living conditions of other nunneries in the country, and its members are active volunteers for many social causes. Under Her Majesty's guidance and leadership, the Society plans to establish a Buddhist Institute of Higher Learning for Women in Bhutan in 2008. Her Majesty initiated the construction of Gamsum Yule Namgyel Chorten Stupa in 1992 that was prophesied by the renowned Buddhist teacher Trangtrung Dumjom Lingpa. Consecrated in 1999, the Chorten houses invaluable sacred Buddhist relics and is one of a kind in Buddhist architecture. The Chorten is a religious edifice believed to remove all negative forces and promote peace, stability, and harmony in the changing world. It continues to attract people from all over the world. In addition, Her Majesty has provided royal patronage to the enhancement of skills in traditional arts and crafts, and continues to take a keen interest in the development of the country's unique cultural heritage. Her Majesty loves to travel around the country, having a deep fondness for nature and the environment. Her Majesty is an avid gardener. Her Majesty is also very good in art and enjoys painting and sketching. Madam Shriranti Wickramasinghe Rajapaksa, the First Lady of Sri Lanka. She was born in Badulla, Sri Lanka to Commodore E.P. Wickramasinghe and Mrs. Violet Wickramasinghe. Madam Shriranti is the founder and principal of Carlton Preschools, a chain of 6 preschools located in Colombo, Beliata, Rana, Wala Samula, Tangele, and Viriraketia. As the founder of the Carlton Schools of Sri Lanka, Madam Shriranti Wickramasinghe Rajapaksa aims to provide the future generations of Sri Lanka with a strong educational foundation in order to further their knowledge in a well-disciplined and balanced environment. As chairperson of Siri Leah Savia, a charity for service for women and children in Sri Lanka, she has empowered rural women. War widows and the economically disadvantaged have been the focal points of this program, through which 9 training centers to impart IT and sewing skills have been established. These centers are located in Tangeli, Beliatata, Ratanapura, Galnue, Anuradhapura, Ragama, Makola, Pili Matalalawa, and Kandy, while plans are underway to create such institutions in other parts of the country as well, including in the north and east. Madam Shriranti Wikrama Singh Rajapaksa is a patron of the Thalassemia Prevention Project of Sri Lanka and a patron of the Cancer Society of Sri Lanka. In addition, she enjoyed the beauty of her youth by representing Sri Lanka at the Miss Universe and Miss World contests. May the compassion and wisdom of Madam Sriranta Wikraja Singh Rajapaksa continue to support, empower, and protect all of the people of Sri Lanka. Dr. Joanna Macy of the United States of America. Joanna Macy holds a PhD and is a Buddhist scholar and teacher who has played a significant role in movements for peace, ecology, and social justice. She is known worldwide for the group work she has pioneered, which inspires both spiritual awakening and collaborative action for the healing of our world. This work called The Work That Reconnects is grounded in the Buddha's central teaching of dependent co-arising, Paticca Samuppada. This doctrine is the focus of her books, Mutual Causality in Buddhist Teachings and General Systems Theory and the World as Lover, World as Self, as well as many scholarly articles. Other books by Dr. Macy include Dharma and Development, about the Buddhist-inspired Sarvodaya movement in Sri Lanka, Coming Back to Life, on the theory and practice of the work that reconnects, and her spiritual autobiography, Widening Circles. She has been a guiding voice in the Buddhist Peace Fellowship since it began, and currently serves on the International Advisory Council. Dr. Payorm Wongsamsri of Thailand. Associate Professor Dr. Payorm Wongsamsri earned her doctoral degree in Curriculum Research and Development from Sri Nakarinwirot University in Thailand. An Associate Professor of the 9th level, Dr. Payorm is the Dean of the Graduate School at Suwon-Disit Rajapat University and holds positions on the academic councils of the same university and also at Buriram Rajapat University. Throughout her career, Dr. Payorm has devoted herself to educating, advising, training, and teaching. Throughout the day, many students come to her for counseling and advice, and she pleasantly and willingly assists them. In her career, she has had many illustrious students of significant contribution to Thailand, such as Dr. Niwat Sawatakeo, the governor of Surat Thani province, Dr. Derek Tung Phang, the former governor of Phetchabun province, and the former senator of Nonthaburi province, and also in business, Ms. Prapit Manathayan, owner of Hong Tong Milled Rice. In 2004, Associate Professor Dr. Payorm was awarded the Outstanding Person of the Year for Educational Promotion and Development in Thailand by Sentang Newspaper Company. She considers the proudest piece of her work to be her 48 doctoral students who were granted their PhD degrees in February 2007. Realizing the importance of education in order to change present-day Thai society into a society of learning, Dr. Payorm lectures to the public and private agencies on subjects such as organizational psychology, social welfare project management, conflict management, human resource management, and planning management. Dr. Payarm teaches public officials, soldiers, social welfare officers, police officers, private sector employees, and Buddhist bhikkhus from the Religious Affairs Department of Thailand. Dean Payarm's philosophy is, work is happiness. Thus, she has devoted herself wholeheartedly to work for society and the nation. Dr. Bong Chu Lien of Malaysia. Dr. Bong Chu Lien of Malaysia is the acting dean of the Faculty of Liberal Arts, coordinating programs of study at the bachelor's and master's degree levels at the International Buddhist College in Sadao, Thailand. Dr. Bong's talents in Dharma, Abhidhamma, and critical analysis well suit her for this exciting and challenging position of guiding the faculty at a new Buddhist college in Thailand. Prior to this position, Dr. Bong was a faculty member teaching Dhamma and Abhidhamma in Nan Hua Buddhist Seminary of Pho Quan Shan in South Africa. Dr. Bong holds a diploma in Buddhist studies from the International Theravada Buddhist Missionary University in Yangon, Myanmar. Dr. Bong Chu Lien's formative educational background was in the sciences, degrees being from the University of Canterbury in Christchurch, New Zealand, and her PhD in microbiology from the same educational institution. Dr. Bong was a research scientist at various institutes, such as the Agricultural Research Center of Malaysia and the Malaysian Cocoa Board. Dr. Bong's expertise in the sciences, critical, analytical, and research skills are well honed and have created a fertile ground for excellence in Dhamma and Abhidhamma studies, as well as her leadership at the International Buddhist College. Pawina Hongsakun of Thailand. Pawina Hongsakun stands strongly for the rights of women and children in Thailand. Her early academic career is sparked with pioneering moves, such as a Bachelor of Commerce degree from the USA. Then she entered as a member of the first class at Prap Pok College in Thailand, followed by a BA and MA from Ramkhamhaeng University. Currently, she is enrolled in Chulalongkorn University's PhD program in economics, specializing in political economics. Pawina Hongsakun held management positions in the private sector and then moved into the political arena for 18 years as a congresswoman and the first woman leader of the House in 1992-93. Chairperson of numerous committees such as Youth Activities, Science and Technology, and Tourism, and climbing to the heights of Minister of Labor and Social Welfare and Minister for the Prime Minister's Office in 1999 to 2000. Pawina Hongsakun set the agenda and direction for a nation. She has been a consultant for the Ministry of Labor, Ministry of Justice, and the Deputy Prime Minister. Pawina Hongsakun's achievements in politics have a deep root in Buddhism, as her mother was a Mechi, a Buddhist nun. She learned to protect the rights of the vulnerable in society. She established a foundation for women and children and has addressed compassionately the sexual abuse of girls and domestic violence against women. Her foundation is known as the Pawina Hongsakun Foundation. For her countless good deeds, she has been honored with the Royal Thai Awards of Maha Wachira Mongkut in 1999 and Maha Porama Porn Changpuk in 2000. Pani Bunyakhamon of Thailand. Pani Bunyakhamon was born in 1957 to Sampan Bansawat, her father, and Chalo Bunyakhamon, her mother. She earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in Management and Administration from Rajabhat University, Suwon Dusit campus in Bangkok. Pani Bunyakhamon took a job in public relations at the World Fellowship of Buddhists in Bangkok and has served diligently, positively, and faithfully for over 30 years. For 15 years, she was the manager of the Young Buddhist Association, a subsidiary of the World Fellowship of Buddhists. In 1993, she became the secretary of the Foundation for Sponsoring Bhikkhus, also initiated through the WFB. In 2000, Prani Bunyakamon became a committee member of the Dhamma in the Park series at Benjasiri Park on Sukhumvit Road in Bangkok. Pani Bunyakamon serves the fourfold Buddhist Sangha each and every day with a freshness and politeness that all remember. Her expertise in management, well applied to organizing activities for the propagation of Buddhism, makes Prani Bunyakamon an outstanding laywoman in Thai and international Buddhism. She is a positive role model to the world as an earnest and excellent upasika. Sujin Borihan Wanakate of Thailand. Sujin Borihan Wanakate's great contribution to Buddhism is to bring people, through her talks, to a right understanding of the Buddhist teachings. Her talks are based strictly on the Tipitaka and the commentaries and are given in a clear, straightforward, and pleasant way. In them she shows both monastics and lay people that to practice the Buddhist teachings, one does not have to adopt a mode of living which is different from one's everyday life. With right understanding of the teachings, one can follow them completely in any circumstances or walk of life. Sujin Borihan Wanakate was born in Ubon Ratchathani, Thailand in 1927. She received her primary and secondary education at St. Mary's School in Bangkok. Then she pursued her studies at the Pre-University School of Trium Udom before going to Chulalongkorn University, where she studied for 2 years in the Faculty of Accountancy. In 1953, she studied Abhidhamma at the Buddhist Association of Thailand. Then in 1966, she was asked by a group of foreigners who were interested in studying Buddhism to teach them Abhidhamma at Wat Mahatat. Because of her determination to understand the Tipitaka more deeply, she went to Mahamogut Library at Wat Bhawarniwet Vihara every Wednesday afternoon in order to do research and have discussions on the Tipitaka and commentaries with both monks and laypersons proficient in Pali. From 1967 to 1976, she gave public talks on the path leading to enlightenment in the meeting hall of Wat Mahatat every Sunday afternoon. Her talks have been broadcasted throughout Thailand by many radio stations ever since that time. From 1976 to 92, she gave talks on the same subject at Wat Bhawarniwet. It was on the 1st of August that the Dhamma Study Group came to be in 1984, the Dhamma Study and Support Foundation, with Sujin Borihan Wanakate as the first president of its working committee. The main objectives of the foundation are to study the Buddhist teachings, to follow them exactly, and to make them known precisely as they were given in the Tipitaka through her talks. Many books have been compiled by Sujin Borihan Wanakate's talks. These are available in both English and Thai, as is her survey of Paramatta Dhamma, which is a concise, lucid, and thorough account of what the Buddha taught. All of these books are available as Dhamma gifts through the foundation in Bangkok. In 1985, Sujin Borihan Wanakate received an award from Her Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Siranthorn, the Crown Princess of Thailand, and for her contribution to Buddhism. And in 2002, Mahamogut University conferred on her an honorary master's degree in religion. She has spent more than 45 years giving talks on the path leading to enlightenment. She says that life is only the mental phenomenon, nama, and the physical phenomenon, rupa, which arise and fall away very rapidly. There is no self, no being at all. To realize this, one should develop awareness of the mental phenomenon or physical phenomenon, which appear through one of the 5 senses in the mind. Thus, wisdom is gradually developed to realize there is no self, a being to which to cling. She pays deep respect to the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha through studying the Buddha's teachings in the Tipitaka and through applying what she has studied. Mechi Suki Jitcharon of Thailand. Mechi Suki Jitcharon is more than 80 years old now. Born in the province of Nakhon Ratchasima, her merits accrued in Songkhla, southern Thailand. Mechi Suki completed secondary school and then fully devoted herself to the propagation of Buddhism. She is committed, dedicated, and devoted both physically and mentally to Buddhism. She has practiced and taught Dhamma and meditation for years and years, many decades. Since a young age, she practiced meditation according to the Buddhist texts. Then she began her Dhamma talks and teachings, particularly the project Dhamma for Mind Development, in Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, and China. She has taught monastics and laity alike. Generosity is natural for Mechi Suki, and she has donated generously to temples, the Thai Mechi Institute, hospitals and schools, as well as for the construction of 2 Dhamma practice centers which she directs. Mechi Suki has also provided educational grants and educational supplies to individuals and schools. In recognition for her contribution, her great contribution to Thai Buddhism, Mechi Suki Jitcharon also received an award, the Sao Sema Dhammachak, from Her Royal Highness Princess Sirinthorn. Mechi Dr. Gritsana Raksachom of Thailand. Mechi Dr. Gritsana Raksachom of Thailand is a victorious, self-motivated woman of the highest integrity. Ordained at the age of 15 as a Mechi, she resided in a temple with monks in Ubon Ratchathani in the northeast of Thailand. Mechi Dr. Gritsana Raksachom, as a young woman, grew in depth, compassion, and wisdom in the Dhamma, and mastered the Abhidhamma, Pitaka, Pali language, high school studies, a bachelor's degree in humanities at Rangkampeng University, a master's degree in Buddhist studies at Mahachulalongkorn University, and continued onwards for her doctoral studies at the same esteemed university, where she is now a PhD candidate. As master of Pali, Dhamma, and Abhidhamma, she teaches male monks, Mechis, and laypersons at Wat Mahatat every half and full moon day. She has traveled widely throughout Thailand offering Dhamma talks and teaching international persons Vipassana meditation. As president of a Dhamma forum at 4 schools, she accommodates hundreds of children, offering precepts, meditation lessons, and Dhamma for daily life. As a member of the Mechi Institute's committee, Mechi Dr. Gritsana is the abbess of their branch temple in Chainat, Thailand. In the future, she sees herself teaching Dhamma to large groups of youth. She invites people of all walks of life to the path of Dhamma. Annabelle Dagmar Zinzer of Germany writes, I was born March 27, 1948 in southern Germany and lived with my mother, sister, and brother in the countryside. My father died in a car accident when I was 1.5 years old. I studied history and politics in Munich and Berlin in order to be a teacher, but after I passed my exams, I worked mainly as a social worker for families with difficult social backgrounds. In 1980, I became certified in classical massage and yoga and worked as a yoga and massage teacher in several institutions and private groups. During my studies and afterwards, I was involved in the students' and women's rights movements of the 70s and 80s in Germany. I began yoga in 1979 and meditation in 1982. First, I began in the Vajrayana Buddhist tradition, and then after attending a retreat in 1988 with Goenka in India, I started Vipassana meditation. In 1988, I also met Ruth Dennison, a German-American Vipassana teacher who became my root teacher for a long time. In 1990, I traveled to the USA. I stayed with my teacher, Ruth Dennison, for 6 months in her center, Dhammadena, in the Mojave Desert of California. In the following years, I traveled annually to the U.S. to be with my teacher for 1 or 2 months. Sometimes we even traveled together, and soon I was assisting her. She allowed me to start meditation group in Berlin in my house, where I was living with other Dhamma sisters. In 1992, I met Vietnamese Zen master Bhikkhu Thich Nhat Hanh, whose books I had already studied. Since 2000, I have gone regularly to his monastery, Plum Village in France. In 2002, I started to build a center called Quelle des Mitgefühls, or Source of Compassion, for his nuns and monks in Berlin. I intend for the center to become an urban monastic center, but finally Thich Nhat Hanh decided that the center was to be a layperson center. Thus, Thich Nhat Hanh gave me the Dharma lamp transmission in 2004 in his tradition and asked me to be the head of the center. Since 1994, I have been meeting regularly with two other German Dharma teachers, Sylvia Wetzel and Marie Manschatz, for exchanges. We have formed a group called Buddhist Perspective, or in German, Buddhistische Perspektiven. Eventually, this group became the Buddhist Academy of Berlin. Now we have a group of Dhamma teachers and friends from different Buddhist traditions who meet regularly and offer talks and public discussions. I have happily been part of Buddhist Academy Committee since its beginning. Pratip Ungsongtam Hatha of Thailand. Pratip Ungsongtam Hatha is a lotus blossom fully bloomed. She was born in 1952 in the Klong Toi slum in Bangkok and received formal education for 4 years. After that time, survival and work were her tasks. As a child, she sold sweets, worked as a fireworks packer in a pyrotechnics factory, and as a chipper of rust from the sides of ships. She struggled to further her education in evening classes and eventually obtained an education diploma from Suwon Disit College for Teachers in Bangkok, and later an MA degree in political science from Sukhothai Thammathirat Open University in 2005. During this period of evening academic studies, she worked for the rights of others, particularly for the impoverished in Bangkok, and founded a school for children in the slums, serving as the principal. She has opened space in the collective conscience for the poor and oppressed to be heard, and she was a senator of Thailand's first elected Senate from 2000 to 2006. Senator Pratip Ungsongtam Hatha served on national committees addressing issues of urban policy and education for the poor. She married Tatsuya Hatha and bore 2 children, Isara and Mingbun, who are both students. Her parents are deceased. Tatsuya Hatha is the Chief Executive Director of Shanti Volunteer Association. In 1978, Pratip Ungsongtam Hatha founded the Dwang Pratip Foundation, and in 1980, she founded the Foundation for Slum Child Care. She has served in notable posts on various foundations and committees, including the Sikha Asia Foundation, the Coordinating Committee for Slum Development, the Foundation for Rural Child Development, and as a trustee of the United Nations Trust Fund on Contemporary Forms of Slavery. Her honors and awards read as follows: 1978, Magsaysay Award for Public Service. 1979, Outstanding Teacher of the Year from the Department of Education of Thailand. 1980, John D. Rockefeller Youth Award for Outstanding Contribution to Humankind. 1989, Honorary Master's Degree from Ramkhamhaeng University in Bangkok. 2004, World Children's Prize. 2004, Global Friends Award from Queen Sylvia of Sweden.